You could upload one great video a year and get more views than if you uploaded 100 mediocre videos.
My well of knowledge needs to constantly be expanding, so I have more things to draw inspiration from our ideas. If not, you're going to get the same ideas over and over again. So it happens for a lot of creators. That's why their videos are repetitive and always the same thing, because if you're not constantly learning new things, then your ideas are just limited to what's in your head, and eventually you're going to drain it.
I just wasn't making content that deserved to get views.
So stop sitting there and thinking for months and months on end, and just get to work and start uploading. Like, make 100 videos and improve something every time. I mean, people can make excuses all they want and say it's just luck, or say, you know, it is a teachable skill. It's a learnable skill. You can study your way to consistently make viral videos, no matter how small your channel is, even if you have 0 subscribers.
Clicking and watching, then it gets promoted more. And that's literally all the algorithm does, is reflect what the people want.
Yeah. And like the thing people undervalue the most is literally the first 10 seconds of the video. Like,
yeah.
I think I can quote it. I tied up an FBI agent and I have $100,000 in this bag. Here's a knife. Good luck. And I just run away. Yeah. Like, it gives you everything you need.
Yeah.
No wasted words, short and concise, and then tension.
To do well on YouTube, you just need people to click your videos and watch them. That's literally all YouTube wants. And so if you get people to click your video 10% more and watch your video 10% longer than mine, you don't get 10% more views. You get like 4 times the views, right? So you have to think like an exponential, right? Like a 10% better video is 4 times the views, not 10% more views.
Right.
6 months, you should look back and hate your videos, or at least see things you could improve and be like, oh, I could have done this better, that better. If not, then you're not learning quick enough, in my opinion, at least.
The biggest thing is, you know, obviously a clickable thumbnail and title, interesting stuff. But one thing is, a lot of creators think click-through rate is just like the title and thumbnail and did they click it? But a lot of it too is, did they enjoy your last video?
This isn't the best you could do. Like, and it's not a knock on you guys. It's actually them like, someone should say like, hey, you guys are too smart for this. Like, you're better than this.
It's pretty hard to fall off if you're like putting in the effort.
Why is my channel not growing more? But that's the thing. The big ones have already settled in. You know, it's gonna be hard as hell. You have an uphill battle. And it wasn't until I started doing something different, something that hadn't been done before, like the horror videos. That's when I started to get an audience that really cared about the content that I was making. And a lot of people sort of get boosted from the algorithm of YouTube. If you don't have something to maintain your audience with, something more than your shtick of making the algorithm happy, people will find your video, but they're not gonna stay unless they care about you as a person. I think YouTube is all about personality. At least that's how I see it. I treat YouTube with a lot of respect, because I feel so lucky to be in the situation that I am. If you make videos that you enjoy making it, then you can't lose. It doesn't matter if you don't get a lot of subscribers. Like, I was equally happy when I had a couple hundred subscribers. I thought that was equally fun, just to have some people watching them. If you make videos that you enjoy making, other people will enjoy watching them. I really, really strongly believe in that.
It's just adding story and a twist, especially with shorts, since like no one's actually having to click on your video. I think you can make a video about anything. You can make video about paint drying, and you can make it entertaining if there's a story around it and if the viewer is invested.
What makes a good short?
When I think of good, it's very subjective. So there's no direct definition as to what makes a good short, because everyone has different tastes. The first thing is the visual. Easily. The first thing is the visual, and then I figure out how I'm gonna accompany that visual. And what I'm saying, I try to make it as concise as possible. So I've also like deeply analyzed all of my videos, and I think that's where you learn the most. Everyone has different audiences, so what works for Mrbeast might not work for me. 90+% retention, which is like, in my opinion, the bare minimum, like for a short to blow up. You need them to watch it again. A strategy, a technique is like, what would it sound like if this YouTuber made this video? And then I would make a bunch of hooks depending on that. So I'll have like a list of like the big 10. And then I'll just like, you know, have a bunch of different hooks, pick which one's my favorite, see the percentage, and then assess what's the best hook.